Doctor.
Hello, good evening. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am, we can hear you. Can you hear us? Can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes, super clear.
Okay. Okay. We are waiting longer. Let's begin our interview. First of all, thank you. We are really grateful for you, ma'am, to taking your time to lend your time to help us in this assignment.
Okay, first of all, have you eaten, everyone?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good, good. How was your day?
I think it's pretty good.
How
Quite
was
busy.
your semester so far?
Same for
Is it
So-
okay or a bit tough?
Tough as usual, but still can handle. Still can handle.
Okay lah,
Yeah.
1 to 10, how much would you rate this semester?
This 1 to 5.
Oh, 1 to 5, okay, 1 to 5.
Sorry. The scale is 1 to 10 or
Oh, 1 to 10.
1
1
to
to
10.
10.
I think
I say 8. For me, 8.
8 to 9. I think.
Okay, okay. That's
Yeah.
good, that's good. Ethan,
Quite-
what about you?
yeah.
Survive or barely survive?
Barely survive.
Barely.
Yeah.
Barely, okay. Just doing enough like that. Okay.
Just try our best to do better, I
Yeah.
think.
Understandable. Okay. Right. Let's not make it formal, all right? It's just like a sharing session. Will that be
Okay.
okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Why do you take this subject anyway, report writing? Asking because I don't like writing, but then why do you take this subject?
Have to take because all the other classes are taking already.
Yeah.
Oh, public speaking. Sorry, don't tell Miss Nadia.
Yeah.
It's
I
better.
think public speaking
Public
is quite
speaking is better.
too many quota, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But if you don't like to speak, don't go for
Yeah.
public speaking. It's torturing.
Yeah. I think writing too.
You like
I-
writing?
Not really.
I don't like writing.
Yeah. Not good in language actually. But
Why? Why do you think you're not good in language? What makes you
Um,
think so?
I'm not sure that, but just I can't write a proper and complete essay with yeah, that's all. I don't really can
Right.
write a complete essay for me, yeah. Yeah.
Understand. So we are on the same book then. I don't like writing.
Yeah.
Yes, and we are waiting for?
No, not really.
Okay, so we are ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So what should I do?
We would like you to introduce yourself a bit since three of us are not familiar with SLCP stuff. And
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Okay. Good morning. Good evening, everyone. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay. My name is Abida Hakimi, but you can call me Miss Abi. Okay. Usually my students and then everyone at the office call me Abi, so you can call me Miss Abi. Okay. Should I tell my age?
No, I think
up to you.
Yeah.
My age below 30 still. Okay, I've been working in SLCP for almost 4 years. Because previously I was in UITM.
Oh, I see.
And like we mentioned just now, I don't like writing skills. I prefer speaking. Not like I loathe writing skill, no.
Yeah.
But I prefer speaking. I rather than write.
Understood.
Okay. Okay. And then?
And then let's start with actually introduce ourselves first.
Okay.
Introduce our members first. So I will start first, okay? So my name is Benedict Mo, and I'm a SEM for students. Currently taking I'm a SEM for students major in bachelor's in marketing. Yeah,
Hello.
and currently studying in SSME. Yeah.
Okay.
My name is Chow Chi Zheng, and I'm from SMTTC. Currently undergoing media technology program. Similar with Benedict, I'm semester 4 and I stay in Assist YAB.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, my name is Cai Jing, currently SEM4 student from finance, and I stay in Inasis SME Bank.
Okay. So all of you semester 4, which is second year.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Right. Nice to know everyone. I cannot say meet because I cannot see things.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you okay, Siteng?
Yeah.
Okay, let's start. Shall we?
Okay, no problem.
Okay.
Everything is will be recorded, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So let's begin our first question, which is what do you think of UUM students about their English speaking ability, English proficiency, and communication skills in general? In your opinion, from teaching countless students or listen stories from your colleagues and partners?
Okay. From my experience, what I can say is the speaking proficiency is different according to, we can say it's different according to the courses that they take. Okay. And it's actually quite obvious. And I'm not saying that we classified students according to that. No, but it's quite obvious that if they take this course and then it might be hard. They have this certain level of proficiency. This is because it's related to your entry level, what entry level, right? When you want to certain course, for example, law, okay, what is the grade that you should get? I think you should get band 4, right? But
Band
then
4 or 5.
4.5, see? Okay. So, but other course you can get starting from band 2.5, but then you need to take the proficiency courses. Okay. Right. So in general, not really very bad, but they're okay. They can talk, but they need extra push from surrounding because you cannot talk alone unless, like me, I talk alone in the shower. So I can talk alone. What I'm saying is the environment is not encouraging them to speak and to communicate using English language. Hence, they don't really practice the language outside the classroom. So it's how to say, when you don't practice it outside, you barely improve. So it's hard for us to make you master the language within one semester in EP course, for example, because you don't practice it. So the improvement level is a bit slow because the students, not all, but some, they don't practice it outside the class. So based from my observation and what my colleague mentioned, that students actually need to practice it outside the class. If they only depend on the class, inside the class, it might be hard for them to fully master the language. So I can say average the performance of the students like that.
I see. So other than the being forced into the entry level, which they are not ready yet, if I assume you mean like this. Like,
Sorry?
is there other factors that play in hand with this the average English
Okay.
proficiency or communication skills among UUM students?
I can say their background as well, family background. Family background, to say social social level might be a bit harsh, but it's actually, we have that. To be honest, yes. If let's say they come from family that practice the language at home, okay, which is their background, and the language is not something bizarre to them, so they can, even though it might be grammatically incorrect, but they can use the language to converse in daily life. However, if they don't practice it at home, okay, which their family and their family is not aware of the language or not really use it, so it might be hard for them as well. So I can say that family, and also the um, depends on the school. Okay, the previous school, or what types of school, or maybe where did they study before they get into the. For example, what I notice is students from metric, okay, they metric and foundation, they can communicate quite well, okay. And meanwhile, for STPM, yes, they can, but depending on their previous courses, okay. But I think STP students are actually very good as well, because they might be not really, how to say, not really adapting well with the university environment because they come from the school environment. But according to the other aspects, such as manners, for example, they are quite okay. They are actually okay. I think the most contribution to this is their background, the previous institution they come before they get into degree. Then what else? Environment as well. And social circle. Yeah, social circle.
Okay. So, after we have learned all the factors, what are the challenges faced by UM staff to improve the English proficiency of UM students?
First is participation from students, because not everyone want to participation in terms of whether they want to participate in English-based activities or not. Okay, because as you know that in UUM, English is not the main language conversed, right? Because certain subjects you learn in Malay language. Okay, unlike certain university, all subjects, all syllabus learn in English. Okay, that is one thing. Okay, next is when let's say we organize English English program. Not everyone wants to participate in the program, probably because they're afraid of the mistakes, they're afraid that their language is not too good, they might be judged, and so on. The usual insecurities that everyone has. Okay, not just students, not just school students, everyone regarding age. Okay, and then what else? Participation. You mentioned challenge by SLCP staff, right? Or UUM staff?
UM University in general, because maybe other school got set up other language booth or language workshop to help the student to communicate well and improve their English proficiency. Have you heard before other programs or other challenges that faced by other schools?
Okay. Let me tell you one. I'm not sure if you can use this in your report. Okay. Is it 2 years ago? I think 3 semesters ago, our university received quite a number of reports from supervisors in companies, right? From company during internship, students internship. The feedback was students cannot communicate well in English. Okay, internship students are the final year students, correct? Okay, if you are a final year student, how long have you been taking English courses? Minimum 3 years. Minimum 2 years like that. Okay, so if let's say we have provided 3 semesters, okay, 3 semesters of you learning the language, but when you go for internship, you still cannot master the language, okay, the companies will go back to university and mention that as if there's no effort coming from the university to educate the students regarding English. However, we teach them every semester. You enrolled in English courses every semester, but the language itself is not being practiced by students. Okay, I cannot expect that at the end of my semester, at the end of the semester, all of my students can converse well in English. If I have 30 students, I cannot expect all 30, but maybe only 10, maybe another 20, they learn something new. Okay, so it depends on the students' effort actually. But the outside world, they see this, the reflection from the university, and the main focus is SLCP because we provide the course. So I think the biggest challenge that we face is when students do not, not saying do not, they put less efforts in practicing the language outside the classroom.
I see. So to overcome that problem in practicum and the future adult working industries, what are the future plan of the SLCP or other schools to overcome this problem? Is there any plan or vision to settle these ongoing problems?
Are we focusing on language or other aspects as well?
Communication skills and language, yeah. Speaking, just general English speaking abilities.
Okay. I think the simplest way to put is creating events, but then can one event simply level up a student's proficiency? I don't think so. Let's say you conduct a debate event, right? Debate competition within faculty. Who will join the debate event? Will it be coming from every semester students or the students that only with good level of English? Only with good level, right? So what about other students? Will they get improved? No, because they don't participate like that. So it goes back to personal effort. Okay, but I think what we can do is because for me, learning language is all about practicing, regardless any types of language. Okay, do you take third language, foreign language in university?
Not this sem. I mean, next sem I will take the
Right.
for language.
Okay. For example, okay, I give you example. Do you watch K-drama or maybe anime?
Yes.
Okay.
Anyways,
Anime. What is the word that you catch from watching anime? When you watch the first, okay, let's do a little bit of throwback. When watch anime, what is the first word that you catch without understanding the meaning of the word? What is it? Do you remember?
I know the word, but it's all bad connotations,
Okay. Okay,
Bad
just throw it. Just throw it. What
The
is it?
konnichiwa,
Is it a
basic
cursing
one.
word?
Okay, konnichiwa, yes.
Konnichiwa, basic.
Yeah,
Okay.
konnichiwa too.
And some cursing words.
Yeah, because for me, the word that I thought up in my brain first is the all the bad word, all the bad connotation words. So I was like,
Right.
yeah,
And
then
also-
Benedict said konnichiwa. Yeah, konnichiwa is true.
Then nani,
Arigato.
nani. You know, in anime, they like to exaggerate the expression and so on.
Yeah.
Nani,
Yes.
Yeah,
like that.
that's true. That's
And then
true.
when we watch Korean drama, okay, the first thing that we got is annyeong,
Jinja,
진짜, 고마워, 감사합니다, and so on.
감사합니다.
Without even learn how to write, without even learn how does the word look like in their language, but we get the word because we hear it every day and we practice it, right? And when the first you say annyeong, okay, annyeonghaseyo, and then when you start to meet other K-drama lovers, they start with annyeong, because you know that we get the same vibe. Okay, so that is the simplest way to put. Okay, if you know the language, if you practice the language without actually know how to write, know how to do the hiragana, katakana, and so on, you can actually master the language. And it's actually same goes to English. Okay, let's say you only learn about grammar. Okay, in class you learn about grammar. Okay, I teach you how to write essay. I teach you how to do listening tests, but you never utter a single word. Okay, do you think you will be able to produce complete sentence? No. Okay, so it actually goes back. Whatever you say, it goes back to that one. Okay, but I think the effort that UUM can try to put is try to encourage students to communicate more in class rather than one, but it's not applicable to all courses because certain courses is all theory, okay, that you need to listen and so on, but then there will be two ways of communication, two ways of interaction, sorry. But one thing that SLCP is currently doing, but it's like still in experimenting phase. Okay, we do with SLCP courses, Balba and what is the name? Okay, we do like a small group communication. Okay. 10 students with one instructor. Okay, and we are going to we have weekly session. Only talk about life life related topics. Okay, I've joined this program for 3 semesters. And what I can see is when we can start to use the language by talking about topics that closer to us, which is life, okay, family, study, so on. But if let's say I want you to first you learn Japanese, I say okay, discuss about economy using Japanese language. I would rather fail than try. I cannot do. Okay. So what SLCP is trying to do is they try to get students to communicate using the language by having in small group, because small groups is proven academically that students can communicate better in small group rather than big groups. Why? Because the attention circle is small and stronger. It's like I'm talking to you, 3 of you, and I can focus the 3 of you and ask 3 questions and so on. And there's no way you can run because there's only 3 of you right now. But if let's say imagine in class, big students, I cannot focus on all 30 students. Might be the one sitting in front or those who are looking into my eyes only. So that's what SLCP trying to do. Creating small groups, okay, having closer bond with the instructor by discussing about life, but using English language. So we call it the philosophy of life, something like that. But it's still in experimenting phase. It's been going on for 3 to 4 semesters. I think 4 semesters already, starting COVID, because they want students to use the language, communicate.
Okay. Yeah, so we will see. Maybe we will could see the result since we are like sem 4. Yeah. Maybe we can see the fruit of the result or something like that. So for main information, in this assignment, we are tasked to write a report to suggest a platform for students to improve their English speaking skills and communications. So that's why we ask all this kind of the questions. So actually we have one idea is to have ma'am heard about Toastmaster Club before?
Yes, always.
So you know what is the pathway, right? The pathway, Toastmaster mentoring, speechcraft workshop.
Right. Yes.
Uh,
Right.
yeah, so we try to like propose to SLCP to establish a university Toastmaster club. Yeah, that's our report. So what if we would like to do so, what kind of procedure that we have to carry out in order to establish Toastmaster club?
Okay. Uh, okay, last semester. Is it last semester? Let me think. Or is this semester? I forgot. I think this semester. Wait. Sorry. Okay, actually, there's one person from a member of Toastmaster Club, the Malaysian Toastmaster, enrolled in UUM. Okay, he is in second
SOC,
year.
I think.
Huh?
Uh, I think he is in SOC, right?
Okay, do you know what is his name? I forgot.
Alif Ibrahim.
Yeah, Alif, right. He approached me last time because he wanted to establish the club in as a UUM. But then I said, yes, you can. And he went through several procedures and so on, like going to HEA, right? I think HEA, what is the procedure and everything. Okay. And I think that's actually a good idea. Okay. But I cannot be, but the only thing that they need to find is uh, like a president, not really sorry, facilitator, but from a lecturer. Yeah, I'm not in a fit position to be their facilitator, but I did recommend him to another instructor. But I'm not sure what happened next because he never followed up to me and I never followed up to them. So I'm not sure. But if you feel like you want to, like, not just for this subject, outside of the subject, you really want to propose it, it's good. Maybe you can, I think the procedure is starting with paperwork, the simplest one, paperwork, and then approach any lecturer or instructor that interested to be your, I'm not sure whether we call it facilitator or supervisor, but someone to like to be your guidance like that. But it should be the lecturer, the one with the permanent position. I'm not yet permanent, so I cannot do that. Okay, and then once they find the instructor, the instructor agrees and so on, bring it to HEA, then I think HEA can establish it as official club in UUM. I think that is the procedure. Am I right or am I wrong? I'm not really familiar with this students' activity going.
What's your opinion of Toastmaster Club in general? What do you think? Is it like very benefit for the students if really it can be established in here?
Yes, it is actually very good and can be established as one of the official club. Okay. Some people they only when we say Toastmaster, they say, oh, it's just for uh, public speaking people that wants to do public speaking, but they need to be good in their proficiency level, right? And you should know that there are many people that want and dying to participate, but the only thing that drags them back is their proficiency level. They're not confident and they feel like my speech is full of grammatical errors, so I'm quite embarrassed to speak in public like that. So what they don't know is Toastmaster is all about guiding you to be in your own path, right? They will provide you training and so on, not just go there and give your speech and then arguing, discussing. No, you will be guided. I think it's a good platform to encourage UUM students to join. However, the club itself might need to educate UUM students. What can you get from joining us? Not just merely join and then boom, give a speech. No. Okay, because people sometimes when they don't know or they're uncertain about something, they just refuse to join, refuse to participate. So maybe the club itself should educate the students. What are we? What can we provide to you, and what you can get from us? The basic thing. Same like when you want to sell a product. Okay, what product are we? What can we give to you? What you can get from us, like that. Okay, I think that's what you should do if you want to encourage more students to join.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, I think we almost reached our end of the question. So let's see. Was there any other question?
Is it only 3 of you in the group?
Yes, only 3 people per group.
I see.
Yeah. For medical information, this is actually a persuasive report.
Sorry?
For medical information, this is actually a persuasive report. Yeah. And then grouped by 3 members.
Oh, okay.
And then we choose this topic and we suggest that the Toastmaster Club to improve the English proficiencies among the UM students.
Okay. Can I ask you questions?
Yeah, for sure.
Right. Who suggested the Toastmaster Club?
The idea is bring by Zijian. Yeah.
Sijian, okay. Are you a member of Toastmaster Club, Sijian?
You can consider me as a ex-member because ex-member.
Ex-member, okay.
Yeah,
So how
because
many? Because?
because I haven't paid the renewal fees yet, so my membership is like expired.
Okay. Right. Toastmaster Club. My sister is working in a factory. In what is the name? Okay, something like production, something electrical in William High Tech. Okay. What she mentioned is she said that in the company, they also have Toastmaster Club. Okay, it's actually not just outside. Okay, that is one of the efforts the company put to encourage the workers, the staff, to improve their communication skills. What she said is, it's actually very interesting. She wanted to join, but the problem is time, not having enough time constraint and so on. Okay, but she said that it's part of the KPI that they need to fulfill. If let's say they don't join that, they can join other things. Maybe in UUM, right? If we let's say we establish it as the official club, maybe the first challenge might be the fees, because what I know is the fees is quite expensive, right? And I think you need to pay whenever you want to join competition. Is it like that? Or no?
Actually, depends on each how the it depends on each club. For my knowledge and experience, in UM, you can actually join the Toastmasters meeting as a guest without paying the membership to get experience of Toastmaster meeting, how how it goes and how it operates, and yeah. So actually, if you get to join the Toastmaster meeting to improve yourself, like there's evaluators from other clubs, experienced speakers, very experienced speakers. They will evaluate each members are they volunteer to speak in the section. So essentially, Toastmaster meeting for my experience is a space, a hub which people have volunteered themselves to speak in front of the people, or in this case, in my experience, speaking online, since the UUM Toastmaster Club haven't yet officially established and haven't have any venue to hold a physical meeting. So for my experience, I love to take opportunities to talk. I like to talk about anything. So where I actually where I first heard of Toastmasters Club, I was actually my first time hearing about Toastmasters Club is during when I was in Form 3.
Wow.
Yeah, I have exposed by very talented speaker from Toastmaster clubs. Like I'm flabbergasted and mesmerized by the way that the speakers from Toastmaster Club articulate his thoughts in his speech. And yeah, it made me feel like if I can have like 1/3 of the skills that he has, I think my life is much more easier. My life will be much more easier. So that's why when I heard that there is like how to say an attempt to have Toastmaster Club in UM, I maybe try to support it because I can see the result, the best result that this club have.
You are
So yeah,
the personal result. You are the experiment one. You experiment yourself.
yeah, because the person that approached you earlier, the last 2 sem, I think, it's quite a long time. I also he's actually very passionate in Toastmaster.
Alif.
So yeah, Alif's very passionate, and yeah, he's keen to have Toastmaster club because he also believes that this club bring more benefits and new experience to students here.
True.
Yeah, and of course, because Toastmaster comes originally from USA, United States of America, so the fees directly correlates to their headquarters at America. So that's why our currency is not that strong. So when convert, it's quite for me it's quite high but I'm willing to invest because I want to see the result. I want to see what I can learn in the club.
Right. Do you know that in Malaysia, many students can excel well in writing? Okay, because writing, okay, I'm not saying that writing is not good. Writing is very good. Okay, many students can do well in writing because it's they should memorize things, they memorize the format and so on. They remember high vocabularies, do a lot of reading, then they can do the writing. However, not for speaking. Quite hard because, okay, based on your experience, what